Hello, universe! Hello, world! Hello, Philippines! Kamusta naman ang Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao? This is your host, Marlene Krag, at kamusta ka bagong Pilipinas? Ang bagong talk show ng bayan. And with me, of course, my favorite co-host, no other than our expert also for our topic today, Dr. Conrado Pereras.
Morning, MK.
Good morning, Doc Conrad. So, yung topic natin, syempre, tingnan nyo naman. Ever debonair, kahit na 40 years old na siya. Anyway, so yung topic natin is about how to prepare one's senior years and staying well, independent, and financially secure. Ito'y na maganda to para sa mga OFWs din natin at mga seafarers na wag lang tayo padala ng padala, wag kalimutan yung ating i-secure din natin yung pag senior years natin. All right, so Conrad, sabi nila, aging is inevitable. Alam mo bakit kayo nag-age ang tao, Conrad? Mukhang
That,
ayaw ko.
that is based on science. Can you imagine if you live forever?
And that would be nice, but with the nice skin. Sana
Oh,
meron ng vitamins by then o
uh, l-
pill to make you look what you want to look.
that's what I cannot really understand. Why people want to stay young forever.
Looks lang, physical. But I would like to age in my,
Uh,
yung parang wisdom,
I heard
age in
someone
wisdom.
says, I want to die young.
Anyway, so magandang umaga sa inyong lahat mga ka-OFW at seafarers.
Yeah.
So, ayan, tayo bawat Filipino o mga OFW seafarers at mga Filipino sa ibang bansa, sana nakikinig kayo. Kasi importante ito. Importante ito rin para sa akin. Kasi this is a very practical talk, yung pag-usapan namin ni Doc Conrad. Kasi pag-usapan natin yung mga ano dapat ang gagawin ng mga 20-year-olds hanggang maging 70 years old
Yeah.
ka. Di ba?
Alam mo, MK, yung mga OFWs natin,
Mm.
I believe it is always their fervent hope that they live when they're young and they expect to be back when they're not so young
Yan.
anymore.
Oo.
Hopefully, they come back to retire and have a beautiful life. It's unfortunate if you grow old somewhere else.
Yeah. Kasi yun nga yung pag-usapan natin, yung how to stay well, independent, and financially secure with dignity.
Yeah, maganda yan. Maganda
Importante yun, di ba?
Yeah.
Kaya nararapat na pag-usapan natin to. Kasi karamihan ng ating may mga nag-guest na sa akin dito, mga OFWs, yung mga dalawa sila. Sila yung, they stayed 18 years in Kuwait as trailer truck drivers. Tapos, hindi na sila makabalik kasi above the age na. Pag 56 and above ka na, hindi ka na pwedeng pumasok. Siyempre,
Mhm.
preferred nila yung 30s, mga ganyan,
Yeah.
26, mga bata. So, umuwi sila. Yung isa, nakapag-invest. Konti.
Mhm.
Pero, nag-asawa ng another one. So, nahati-hati yung mga ipon siguro.
Uh-huh.
Yung isa naman, he really came back na nothing. Kasi akala niya makabalik pa siya.
So that's the unfortunate
Yeah.
thing. No?
And I hope, sabi ko, paano yung, kasi meron ng Department of Migrant Workers, they're saying na pag bumalik ka, may retirement benefits na sila. Pero paano yung mga before, na earlier, na hindi na makabalik?
Yung mentality kasi ng Pilipino, they live for the day. And hardly do they think about retirement because they think they will live forever.
At
And
sa yung
then,
guilty na malayo sila sa pamilya na bigay
mm,
ng bigay. Pag sabihin ni San, yung anak nilang lalaki, kailangan ko ng rubber shoes. Lahat sila may mga Nike o may mga Adidas o mga kung ano-ano.
mhm.
Aba, free kwan na to free commercial. Eh di syempre si Papa naman. I know
Hilig.
that feeling kasi when I was based in Hong Kong, when I was sa Cathay Pacific crew, yung mga brothers ko, kung ano yung latest na rubber shoes, bibilhin ko, papadala ko kaagad. So kasi parang that's how I put my love. Tapos yung guilty na malayo ko sa kanila.
Yeah.
So, sayang mga gano'n, 'di ba? Do you have to buy it all the time? Ang mga branded pa naman, every 3 months sa Hong Kong may bago.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with living for the moment because, after all, um, happiness is just a moment. It's a question of putting all the moments together
Yun,
to
tanggalin
to
natin
be.
yung guilt feeling,
Yes,
lalo na sa
yes.
ating mga OFWs.
Mm.
Kasi dapat mag-prepare tayo para magkaroon tayo ng freedom, yung sinabi kong dignity,
Mhm.
and peace of mind pag bumalik na kayo ng Pilipinas. Lalo na po sa mga seafarers din.
Mhm.
Kasi yung mga iba nga minsan 3 months wala silang trabaho.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
pag-uusapan natin how to prepare all those things.
Yeah.
So, yung pag tumanda kasi tayo, 'di ba, Conrad, magde-decline na yung health natin.
Akala ko we agreed that we will never age.
Hindi. Uh, no, in physical features lang.
Okay.
Pero wala talaga eh. We
Mm.
are mortal
Yeah.
beings, no? So we are, no, kailangan natin take care natin yung health kasi
Mhm.
nagde-decline talaga. Whether you
Oh,
like it or not, andyan yung mga tuhod natin. Hindi na tayo kasing bata
ah,
pag 60s na tayo o 50s na tayo. Iba na yung ginagawa natin ng 2030s.
but MK, just to put things in perspective, tayong mga Pilipino, Asians basically, we always expect our children to take good care of us when we are in advanced age. After all, we took care of them when they were young. And because of that mentality, we never really put our heart and mind into saving for the future. Kasi alam natin, meron tayong insurance. And to a great extent, I don't blame our OFWs because if they work so hard, they supported their children. When they come home, they expect that their children will be much better off than when they left off, and that they have a home to go to, which is the opposite of different cultures, especially in advanced countries. Pag matanda ka na, they expect you to go to a home for the aged, and they probably visit you every week, and then it becomes every month, and then it becomes once a year, and they might even forget after a while if you live long enough. So that is the main difference in my view, no? But that is no excuse for not preparing for your old age.
Pero alam mo ngayon, marami na yung mga Filipinos din nilalagay nila sa home for the aged. Yung iba pa hindi na nila inaasikaso mga parents nila. Kaya para sabi ko, paano para tayo nanganak? Tapos igastos mo lahat, ibigay mo lahat, lahat-lahat. Tapos pag tumanda ka na, syempre secondary family ka na lang. Kasi
Mhm.
may pamilya na sila, may anak na sila. So ang priority is their own family and their children and husband. So, minsan nakakalungkot. Pero gusto ko sa Amerika, talking about example ng Amerika, pag 18 years old ka na, you have to get out of the house.
Yes.
Tapos kung mabait yung nanay mo at mukhang stage mom sila na gusto ka pa rin sa bahay, you're lucky.
Mhm.
Pero sa Amerika talaga, at that's why yung mga bata, habang bata pa sila, nag-iisip na sila, what shall I do when 18? I should have a job, find a job, extra.
Yeah, because in there, when you're 18 and you're still living with your parents, you get ostracized outside. Your friends, they ask you, how come you still live with your parents? Can't you support yourself? So
Oo.
that is the main difference. Dito sa atin, gusto nating mga parents, yung anak natin, nakikita natin sila
Oo, okay
araw-araw.
lang. Basta dyan ka lang, no?
Bastian ka
Hanggang
lang.
29, 30 years old.
In fact, when my children were of age, I kiddingly asked them, have you heard of this idea floating around? And say, what's that, Dad? Independent living? Have you heard of that? What's that? I never heard of it. They they want to stay home the longest. And because they married late, so we had them for the longest time. And now that we're empty nesters, we naturally miss their company. But they have to live their own lives. You have to let them go, let them fly. And it's not very common that this attitude floats around. Some parents, they want to keep them forever. Kailangan lumaki. They need to grow and they need to spread their wings.
Iba ako ngayon, si Doc Zoe, sabi niya, "Ma, magko-condo ako para mas malapit, 'di ako nata-traffic sa pagpunta ng PGH." Sabi ko, "Pero anak, paano kung mag-arrhythmia ako, 'di ako makahinga, wala akong kasama?"
Mhm.
Sabi niya, "Oo nga 'no." So, parang I'm giving her the responsibility,
Pero
pero anong gagawin namin,
no,
'di ba?
you reverse it. Kung magkokondo ka, paano ka kung magkasakit ka? Who will take care of you?
Uuwi yun, umuwi yun
Yeah.
dati 'pag
Yeah, but
magkasakit.
but
But
our
anyway,
daughters, they were both in the medical profession. Kami, we encouraged her to come home. So we gave her a car and a driver so that she can wake up early. Pwede siya magbasa, mag-aral sa kotse because it takes so long to get
yeah.
to school.
Pero kinontrata ko na siya. Sabi
Okay.
ko, "Zoe, shall I stay here or I'll go to Denmark?" Sabi ng ate mo, pwede na daw ako doon, hindi mo na ako kailangan. So, if you still need me, then don't go condo na. So, you can still see me at night if I'm okay. Parang
Mhm.
ganun.
But
So parang kinontrata ko na yon, parang mayroong konting guilty siya. Pero maganda rin kasi I take care of her. I do many things for her din.
yeah,
Bino-blow dry ko pa yung buhok niya.
yeah,
And
and
then, minamasahe ko kung masama
yeah,
pakiramdam.
you keep that connection, di ba?
Yes. So,
Mhm.
pero bihira yung gano'n. Pero let's go back to the hindi normal. Marami na talagang mga bata, lalo mga Gen Z, they're very, kwan na,
Independent.
independent ala Westerner na ang
Yes.
pag-iisip na, don't mind me, this is my life, you have your life, and your life is different from my life. Minsan naririnig ko rin kay Zoe yan. Kaya ano dapat ba ang gagawin natin na hindi tayo maging dependent?
Mhm.
Ito yung ngayong topic natin. So, what do you think? Being an economist, private and for corporate, ano dapat gawin ng isang 20-year-old?
To me, it's all economics eh.
Oh,
Bakit gustong magstay sa'yo ng anak mo? Because they're financially dependent while growing up. Uh, you naman, when you're old and you have no more means of earning a living and you have not saved enough, you want to depend on your children for not only financial support but emotional support. But the reality of it is that our priorities become different. Tayo, we want to retire to a more sedate life. We want to look back and recall our memories, polish our monuments. Yung mga anak naman natin, they're busy eking out a living and want to build their own life. So these are two different priorities that may not be reconciled in the short term. So the real challenge to the parents who are aging is to really prepare. And preparation is not when you're already old. Preparation is when you're young. If you don't prepare enough early, you will bear the consequences. And uh, when you're well off as a parent, your children, they come to you. If you're not well off, you go to them and they have the choice to entertain you or not. But if you're well off, mag-aaway-aaway yan kung sino yung mag-aalaga sa'yo.
true, no?
Oo.
Correct, correct.
That's the
That's
reality.
true. Kasi baka mas malaki ang mana.
Yes.
But
So
talking of,
what is the motivation? Yung mana ba o talagang mahal ka lang?
sana
That you will
mahal.
have to figure out.
Basta ako, konti lang ipapamana ko sa kanila. Kaya alam ko mahal. So, I'm lucky to that. So, anyway, do you agree with me? Kasi preparation, and you start at an early age. Sabi nga nila sa research, at the age of 20 to 30 years old, you should start already being serious to secure your finances na. Age
Mhm.
20 na pala. So, sabi nila ba, 15 to 20% savings na.
Mhm.
Pero before talking about that, I want to tell the Gen Zs and the young millennials na mag-aasawa pa rin na I still believe in the hierarchy needs of Maslow.
Mhm.
Na bakit kasi tayo nag-aasawa na hindi pa tayo ready financially? That's why ang daming problema ng government natin. Kaya tayo lumilipad, napapalayo sa pamilya natin dahil hindi natin plinado ang buhay natin financially bago mag-asawa.
Mhm.
Kasi, di ba sa hierarchy of Maslow, hindi tayo magiging full, happy, and successful kung hindi pa yung
Settled.
basic, settled dapat yung basic needs.
Mm.
Yung bahay, importante sana bago kayo mag-asawa, may bahay na kayong matirahan.
Mm.
O may mag-offer sa'yo ng bahay o kung okay ang mami mo. Pero ang hirap
Pero,
pagpatirahin mo.
pero MK, ang pag-aasawa, hindi naman, it's not a matter of preparation. In reality, when you find the right girl or when you find the right man and you want to be together, you get married.
Kahit wala pa kayong pagkain, walang ipapakain.
Historically, ganyan. Sa probinsya, you know,
Okay sa province.
they get married at the age of 18, 19, 20. Yung iba, 16 pa nga eh. In a more affluent setting, they're more concerned about what they can have. So they postpone getting married. Gusto nila may bahay, may kotse, may savings bago sila
Pero
mag-asawa.
I think importante yun, yung at least alam mo na, lalo na para sa mga babae, minsan nag-aasawa tayo na, uy, AFAM, mas maraming pera yan. Tapos, Filipino, may pangalan yan. Parang, sige na, mag-asawa na lang ako ng mayaman. Na wala kang sariling savings. You as a woman, and I advocate for that, na dapat may sarili kang savings na pagkukunan.
Pero
Kasi
ako,
pag hiniwalayan ka, o paano yan?
ano kasi yun perspective eh. I take a different view kasi. I believe that the only reason why two people get married is because of love. So kung other than love, you can project so many possibilities. So you look for someone who can take care of you, probably more affluent than you because you'll be dependent. And it works both ways. In my case, because yun ang pinipreach ko sa mga anak ko, they can only marry when they find someone who love them and who they love. So what happened? It took them so long. My daughter got married when she was 29. My son got married when he was 38. No, my daughter married when she was 39. So I have a grandson, no?
39?
29.
39. Oh my gosh, nagkaanak pa rin.
Nagkaanak. That's what I've enjoyed.
That's why ang dami pa niyang savings.
So, in that sense, he's ready. But may mga consequences kasi. When you're 39, there are risks.
True.
There are risks, di ba? Although my daughter found the right man, according to her, and my son found the right woman, hindi naman lahat ganyan eh. Why wait for so long when you already found the right one?
Pero ito na yung debatable about love naman yan.
Oo.
So, kung tungkol sa love, di sana wala na naghihiwalay, di ba? Pero naghihiwalay pa rin because of love. So, ano yung pinag-usapan natin kanina? Importante yung may respeto at may boundaries. Tapos yung may pinagplanuhan.
So,
I think when there's a plan, I think as an individual, there should be a plan in life.
Yeah, I agree.
Yun ang
But
tinutumbok ko.
The best of plans, sometimes they don't materialize.
May plan B, plan A.
No, sa pag-aasawa
C.
sa akin, wala plan B. Plan A lang.
No, I mean, sa pag-aasawa, dapat sigurado ka.
So we're talking here about how do you prepare for your senior years.
Yeah. So 20 years old to 30 years old.
Yeah, but when you plan, you cannot plan alone, di ba? If you're married, you have to plan with someone
Together.
else. And sometimes ang plano nyo magkaiba. So malaki yung dynamics.
So, dapat individual muna. So, yung sinasabi ko kanina na when you are 20 to 30 years old, ayan, mga gusto ng mga babae, makapag-asawa na sila by 28 bago mag-30,
ang
di ba?
plano dyan, pag-aasawa muna. Once you're married, then you start planning for your future.
Yeah, pero ang plano muna, habang bata ka, mag-aral ka mabuti. Try to get a career or a degree. Kasi very competitive niya. So I'm talking to the Gen Zs and to the young millennials na take care of your career and kung pwede, mag-progress pa rin yung career mo para mas malaki pa ang sahod mo kasi very competitive nowadays. Ngayon, to prepare for for your senior years, dapat mag-save ka na ng 20% ng mga sahod mo. Kaya lang, naku, ang daming nagko-compare because of the social media, Facebook, nakita ka, yan ang damit mo na naman. Nung nag-attend ka na naman ng party, yan na naman yung gown mo. Parang ulit-ulit. Kaya that's why, parang they are become conscious. Naggagastos na. Sabi ko sa daughter ko, why are you not wearing that one? Sabi niya, no, they've seen it already on Instagram. Sabi
Ah,
ko, so how long will you wear that again? Maybe after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Kaya, ngayon, di nakakaipon minsan ng mga Gen Z. Kasi, and then yung mga Instagrammable na coffee shops o kaya mga restaurants, dapat doon sila makita.
ah.
So,
Pero
itong generations natin, you should not compare yourself or live by the social media style.
sa aming mga baby boomers, we grew up in an environment where you need to save for the future. So kung wala kang
Diba?
savings, mag-ano ka muna, you defer so many social privileges. So i-postpone mo, no? Huwag ka muna magkotse. Kung may company car ka, better. Huwag ka muna bumili ng bahay, mag-save ka muna so that you can buy a better house. Yung ngayon kasi instant gratification eh. They live for the moment. They want to earn a lot and then they splurge
Mm,
because happiness to them is momentary. Huwag ka
true.
nang maghintay because that may never come. You enjoy it now. So that is a big difference in perspective. So ang problema ganito MK eh. Ikaw baby boomer, yung anak mo Gen Z.
Mm.
Ini-impose mo yung values mo sa kanya.
Oh,
Tapos siya nagre-rebelde. So anong gagawin mo? How can you prepare for your future? Kasi di siya kasama sa plano mo eh.
hindi.
Sabing baby boomers, ang plano namin kasama yung parents namin tsaka yung mga anak namin. So the need to save and invest,
It's very important.
it's very important. It's a compulsion for us to do it. Otherwise, don't expect a good life when you're aging. Depend on your children and that is not reliable.
Yeah. At saka may mga company na ngayon na they offer you na ikaltas na yung kwan mo for investment
Mhm.
purposes. Gaya si mga PGH doctors, si Zoe, sabi niya, Mama, magbabayad ako ng monthly para sa
For savings yun eh.
savings
For
yun,
savings, yeah.
investment. Sino magkukuan? Sabi niya, the company from PGH. Ganun. So, sabi ko, that's good. Kaya, dapat, kahit sabi ni nga lang, kahit 100 o 200, pag yung mag-start ka ng 20 years old,
Mhm.
pag 60 years old ka na, marami na yan, di
Yeah,
ba?
exponential eh.
And put more extra instead of buying mga designer shoes. Basta yung plain lang na maganda na. You know si Mr. Krug, my first husband, when I met him, he only had an ordinary no brand name shoes. Pero leather siya. Made in Hong Kong lang. Yung ganun
Mhm.
lang, leather
Oh.
shoes. So sabi ko, rinigaluhan ko siya ng Bali shoes. Charles Jordan, hindi Charles Jordan.
Binibihisan mo eh.
Oo, binihisan ko ng sapatos, syempre. Tapos, gift naman na sa birthday. Sabi niya, ang ganda pala itong mga sapatos. Iba pala pag may bayad, may presyo. Yung
Oh.
sapatos niya, he bought it lang daw 150 Hong Kong dollars.
Aha.
At that time, mga 500 pesos lang yun. And then yung binili kong Charles Jordan is equivalent to 8,000 pesos. Sabi niya, wow, I like it. I might get used to this. So, sabi ko, why you don't... See, wala silang pakialam. They only focus on their work, their career, and saving for
Yes.
themselves. Tapos yung suit niya, sabi ko, tailored lang made Hong Kong. Bili ka naman ng Valentino.
Oh.
So nag-start naman siya na, parang masarap palang magandang damit. Pero I'm just saying this because hindi sila conscious, yung baby boomers, no? Hindi tayo conscious sa mga brand name.
Our generation, we live a simple life.
Kami lang siguro ginawa ko yun kasi may mga events sa mga stewardesses sa mga big hotels. Sabihin nila, yung sapatos na ano
Yeah,
ba yan?
you're-
Pero
you're-
naka-Porsche siya.
Oh.
So, I'm saying na don't compare yourselves. Kung maganda naman yung sapatos mo, yung may mga non-branded naman na magaganda ngayon eh. Di ba?
Ako nga, yung branded, tinatagal ko yung brand eh.
Bakit?
To make it generic.
Why?
Because I don't want to be identified with a brand.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yung mga iba nga yan, nakalagay pa dito. Para na nga silang sales lady ng Louis Vuitton o kaya yung mga branded. So, hindi na po uso yan. Basta mukhang disente.
Yes.
Anyway.
I remember, my wife is like you. When we first met, ang naalala ko yung first gift niya sa akin is an imported Fred Perry shirt. I've never worn
Ang
an
mahal
imported
nun.
shirt. Yes. And ako, nandun ako sa kay Mang Turing Tailoring Shop. That's where I have all my clothes made. So there's no brand consciousness whatsoever.
Yung time natin, 'di ba,
Yes,
walang brand consciousness,
yes.
pati mga bag na ngayon.
So that's part of the perspective that you take when you plan for your future. You live a simple life, try to earn as much, and save.
Sabi ko nga kay Zoe, "Zoe, you don't have to be branded." So, hindi naman siya conscious branded. Sabi mo, "I'm Dr. Zoe." Being doctor na, brand na yan eh,
Uh,
di ba?
yes.
Sabi niya. Tapos, yan ang mga sinasabi ko. She's not very conscious.
Mm.
Hindi niya yung, "Ma, I want to borrow your bag para lang malaman na ganito ako." She will use a no-namer. Yung name lang nasa ilalim.
Oh,
Pero binibigyan naman kami libre ni Christiana kasi nasa fashion kaya we don't need of those. Pero maganda yung hindi ka conscious. Mas pag may career ka, ikaw ang gumawa ng brand mo.
yes,
And then
yes.
save, 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 save.
Mhm.
Kasi pag nag-asawa ka, maganda ko yung may savings ka na pagkukunan mo. Kasi you never know what happens. Kasi maraming live-ins.
Yeah.
Yung may kilala ako ngayon, friend ni Zoe, live-in sila for 8 years. O hiwalay sila last week.
Wow.
Parang sayang 'di ba na tapos buti the girl is she has a higher salary than the guy. Kaya hindi siya takot maiwanan. Eh kung hindi ka financially well off na babae, 'di magpi-plead ka, gagawin kang basahan. Oh, please don't leave me.
Mhm.
Ganun, you
So
know?
ang message mo is try to prepare for your future by yourself
Yeah,
in
starting at early
an
age.
early age. Yeah.
You know? So, kaya lang minsan sa Pilipinas, 'di ba? Eh ako rin, 'di ba, yung namimiss ko mga dalawang brothers ko, bigyan ko ng bigay, pati papa ko, bigyan ko
Oh.
rin lahat. Eh,
Pero the question, MK, is much deeper than the financial eh. When you, sige, prepare ka.
mm,
But if you plan to get married, what do you bring to the table? Is it just money? Money is very important as a consideration. But what kind of character do you have?
correct. Preparation
Yeah,
din
what kind
yun.
of skills do you have to
Yun.
prepare yourself for a job? Uh,
Kasi importante nga yung career at saka yung emotional intelligence mo, yung ready ka rin. You know, yung anong klaseng character ka. Kasi lahat ng gusto ng mga in-laws at yung mga papangasama mo, yung mabait na ang karakter.
Hindi baling
Maganda
mayaman at
ka.
maganda basta mabait.
Hindi na baling hindi maganda basta mabait. Humanap ka ng pangit, ganun ba yun? Ay
Di ba
hindi.
yun ang kanta? Kung gusto mo lumigaya, maghanap ka ng...
Humanap ka ng pangit.
Just
Ah,
kidding, of course.
hindi pero totoo yung kantang yun.
Mm. Yeah.
Pero
So,
ang masama, pangit na nga ng babae pa.
yeah. So, how do you really prepare? Ang sinasabi mo, you prepare while you're young.
Yeah,
You don't prepare when you're already in your senior years.
yeah,
That's too late.
correct. Pero yung earning years mo, the peak of your earning years, doon ka mag-focus na mag-earn.
Uh,
Kasi pag tumanda po tayo, kailangan natin ng maraming bagay. Akala ko pag matanda, simple lang, di ba? Mas mahal ang mga vitamins, yung mga gatas,
mm,
mas mahal. Di
mm.
ba? Yung mga medical check-ups, importante yun.
Kaya
Kasi,
ang part of the preparation, MK, is to support a healthy life so that when you're old, you don't have to spend for medicine.
that also.
Yes.
Eh, minsan wala na tayong time for take care of yourselves pag nasa earning years ka, sa career
Yeah.
years, andyan yung puyat ka lagi. O
Mm.
tingnan mo yung pagka-doktor ni Zoe. Sabi ko, alam mo, sabi ko, nagdo-doktor ka pero mamamatay lahat ng doktor kung ganyan ang buhay nila. Kulang sa tulog,
Three,
overwork.
3 days straight sa hospital, di ba?
Correct.
Part of the
Tapos,
training nila yun.
tapos pag uwi niya sa bahay, he still have to do the reports.
Mm.
Kasi may medical, pag resident doctor ka, may full report ka sa lahat ng mga hawak mong pasyente.
Yeah. Pero
Parang,
may progression eh. Pag bata ka pa, siyempre mababa lang ang sweldo mo. Tapos ang pangangailangan mo, marami. So, based on the hierarchy of needs, you have to settle with the basics. Yung sweldo mo, tamang-tama lang doon sa pangangailangan mo. So,
dapat.
hindi ka makasave. Di ba? Hindi ka makasave.
Lalo na sa Pilipinas. Kasi yung ating sahod, sapat lang po sa mga needs.
kulang pa nga eh. Kaya nga sabi ko, kung gusto mong mayaman, you simplify your needs. Huwag kang maluho. Back to like, don't invest in branded stuff that are so expensive when you can get something that's cheaper but just as good. So yung life simplification is part of the preparation for your old age.
So, pero ang hirap ngayon kasi ang mahal lahat. So,
Mm.
paano tayo makakasave kung yung sahod mo, sahod Pilipinas?
Mhm.
So, parang iniisip ko rin na, oh my God, so our country has a lot of people who are stricken with poverty. At poverty, mas marami, rumarami. Kasi hindi na natuturuan yung mga
Mm.
bata na huwag tayong maging dependent sa pamilya at government.
Kaya
Yung
nga,
save, save, save talaga.
kaya nga economics eh. Anong ginagawa nung mag-boyfriend? They start living in together to pool their resources and they are able to save. So that's the beginning eh. Yung on your own, if you cannot save, you find a partner, pagsamahin nyo yung resources nyo. Pero ako, I still prefer that people should get married and they plan together for life. So when they get married, economies of scale comes in eh. Lahat ng individually, dalawa ng dalawa. Ngayon, isa na lang. Dalawang kotse. Pag mag-asawa kayo, isang kotse na lang kayo, mag-pool na lang kayo, go to work. And that's the way to save some money, no?
Pero alam mo, mas gusto ko pa rin yung independence ng bawat isa.
No, but marriage is based on interdependence eh.
Hindi, I mean, gusto ko talaga na may sarili akong ipon.
Of
Na
course.
hindi ako magde-depend. Paano kung may nangyari? Gaya ng nangyari ng COVID.
Mhm.
Nawalan trabaho lahat. Nawalan ng negosyo lahat.
Mhm.
Kung nag-depend lang ako doon sa counting savings namin doon na wala ako dito na tinatago
Mhm.
for myself,
Mhm.
di kawawa yung buong pamilya.
Yeah.
So, it's still important for me individually, may savings ka dapat.
Yeah. So the key here is to save as much, and if you have enough savings, you can look for some investments para meron kang passive income as well, no? But the key talaga doon is try to save so that there's something for the future.
Correct. Kaya yung sa summary yung sa sinasabi mo, para hindi tayo masyadong mga mahal sa paggastos ng mga sakit natin, live a healthy lifestyle.
Yes. So that's part
Okay?
of the preparation.
Routines. Pero minsan, gaya nga pagtrabaho mo, panggabi, gaya ng mga
Call centers.
call centers, mga doctors, mga nurses,
Mhm.
ang hirap,
Oh,
you know? Pero
but that's the way to fast track your life. That's the way to progress. You have to sacrifice. And especially
yung
when
health
you
natin minsan nasasacrifice.
exactly to be successful in one area of your life, you have to make
Balance.
sacrifices eh.
Some balance din.
Hindi pwedeng i-balance eh kasi kung iba-balance mo, it slows you down eh. Kung gusto mong yumaman, mag-focus ka sa trabaho mo or sa negosyo mo, mabilis kang yayaman. What is the trade-off? Your health. So you try to earn a lot of money so that you have some money to spend for your poor health. So that's the irony of life.
Diba?
Mm.
So, ayan, yung sabi mo, let's build some good financial habits. Saving,
Mm.
saving. And pag mag-invest,
Mm.
ngayon marami na yung mga nag-o-offer ng mga investments, di ba?
Mhm.
Na you pay, kasama na yung health,
Yeah,
kasama
so-
na yung death, tapos
Oo.
may investment na rin yun.
Yes.
So, yan yung mga binibigay ng mga insurance companies, di ba?
Maraming financial packages available, but the key here is to either find a career, find a good job that will pay you well, and the only way you can do that is to invest in yourself. Yung traditional kasi after college you work and then you take your masters, then you work, and then so lifelong learning in improving yourself. That is if you find employment as the route to success. Along the way, probably you discover that you're good at this or that, and you start an entrepreneurial life, and that will magnify your ability to earn and therefore save. Wala ka talagang escape dyan eh. Savings, and then you invest
Kahit
in
small
preparation.
savings, basta
Yeah.
consistent.
Kasi cumulative yan eh. Yung wife ko nga, basta pinasok niya sa bangko, hindi mo na mawi-withdraw.
So do you agree na pag 40 and 50s ka na daw, 40 to 50, so tapos na tayo sa 2030. So save, save, save. Maximize your savings. Dapat meron ka rin insurance.
Mm.
Tapos, siyempre, mga insurance, may mga free medical screenings yan, di ba? And then, re-evaluate your career and lifestyle, di ba?
Yung percentage sa akin hindi importante. Because in economics, there's this there's this theory of demonstration effect. Madaling mag-adjust improving your lifestyle than reducing it, no? So ang nangyayari pag kumita ka ng malaki, yung life mo nag-improve din, yung standard of living mo.
Mm.
Ang secret is keep on earning more and then
And keep
keep
that standard life.
you keep that standard life, or if you want to improve it, it should not be as fast as your ability to earn. So if 10%, let's say 10,000 is your cost of living now. If you double your income, huwag mo palitan yung 10,000. You keep it there. The difference, you save it. So eventually, it can be 10% of your income covers your expenses. You save the rest.
Kaya kung yung condominium nyo is yung 15,000, tagto 20,000 lang, tapos bigla kang na-promote, tumaas, I'm trying to summarize what you're
No.
saying. So, wag ka kaagad lilipat sa tagpi 50,000 porque
Yes.
binigyan ka na naging GM ka na.
Correct.
Bagong GM ka pa lang, di ba?
Yes.
So, you maintain that lifestyle na tagto 20,000 yung condo mo,
Mhm.
tapos kung ano pa rin yung gustos nyo yung dati, i-keep mo.
Oh.
Pero kasi yung savings mo pwede mong itaas,
Yes.
'di ba? Para
Correct.
ma-upgrade mo yung lifestyle nyo later on.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Yun
Oh.
po.
Of course, there are complications, no? Kasi kung na-promote ka, you have to show to the public
Correct.
and to your clients
May kotse ka.
na may kotse ka, hindi ka naglalakad, di ba?
Hindi yung pangit na kotse. Kailangan maganda kasi
maganda.
GM ka.
Yes, correct. You have to keep up with the standards
But
of your
that's
work.
what company does. Binibigyan sila ng transportation, di ba?
Yes, correct.
Kung smart yung company because image is very
important.
important, dapat sila magbayad ng kwan. Pati nga si mga iba may mga clothing allowances kasi you
Yes.
have to look good
Yes, correct.
to meet
Correct.
with your clients,
Correct. But
di ba?
these are just the nuances. In principle, it's when you adjust your income upwards, don't adjust your lifestyle kagad so that you have
Mm,
enough savings
That's a good one.
to put in the
Oo.
bank.
Kasi akala nila pag tumaas na yung sahod, tumaas na rin. Lipat naman tayo dun.
Actually, ang practice ganito eh.
Mm.
Bago ka pa ma-increase ng salary, yung lifestyle mo na uunang mag-adjust. You start buying branded shoes, branded clothes, and your excuse is, I have to look good. I have to be identified with this brand so that I can get promoted. Doesn't work eh. It works, but doesn't make sense.
Parang minimal lang siguro. And siguro sana yung company rin since they've upgraded you with high salary, kasama na rin siguro yung pananamit mo dapat dun.
Yeah, so that's part of the
I
preparation.
I think the company should be also that's a good lesson to the to the corporate na when you taasan nyo naman dapat kasali na rin yung pananamit ng
the
clothing
lesson
allowances.
for the corporation, the lesson is you take care of your staff, you take care of your employees so that they will take care of your customers. So symbiotic yun eh.
That's why mga Americans, they really pay their managers well eh.
Mhm.
Kasi it represents the company. Pero ganyan, tama yun ha. Pag tumaas yung sahod mo, wag mo naman itaas yung standard of living mo. Doon ka muna, mag-save ka pa muna until kaya mo.
Ang principle is you live within your means. But even better, when your earning capacity increase, wag mong i-adjust kagad yung lifestyle mo na to exceed your earning capacity. The earnings should not exceed the earning.
Correct. So, kasi pag 40 and 50 years old ka na, doon na nagsisimula na you have to think for your retirement years, di ba?
Yes.
So, sabi nga nila, 30% to 40% na dapat ang savings mo. Itaas mo.
Or even more because when you're in your 40s and 50s, you peak in your career. or you
Director
discover,
ka na.
director ka
Oh,
na. So, wag ka lang mag-adjust ng
lifestyle.
lifestyle kaagad. Pero kung minsan kasi you want to enjoy it eh. Gusto mong ipakita rin sa peers mo kasi you have to be realistic eh. You have to compare yourself with others. The advice is don't compare yourself with others because there will always be better or
Yeah.
lesser persons than yourself. But in reality, you want to belong eh. You want to be
Sense of
seen.
belonging and be
Yeah,
seen.
oo.
Kwan din yan. Pero, I don't know. Hindi ko ako like, I'm with yung upper status ng Makati natin. Pero pag naka-gown sila, parang, wow, nice. I like their iba-ibang gowns nila. Talagang I know that cost 150,000, 200,000. Yung gown ko siguro tig-30,000. Pero, mas mukha akong 1 million. Sa mukha pa lang
Face
na
value pa lang,
face
ano?
value. Pero hindi ko kino-compare. Yung parang I'm not insecure
Mm.
na I'm dressed that way. Simple lang. When you dress up in plain black and yung minimal na naipon mo naman ng magandang diamond o pearls. Kasi when you're the simpler, minsan mas maganda ka pa eh. Kasi lahat shining, beautiful. Daming raffles ng ganyan. And then you come here na simple lang. Minsan nakukuha yung attention mo.
If you
Diba?
believe that it's not clothes that makes a man or a woman,
Aura.
yes, be
And
on your own.
and then my brand name na rin ako.
Mm.
I did not get my name through the shadow of Mr. Cragg. That Marlene Cragg is my signature. It's not because I married Fritz Cragg. They don't even know nga minsan si Mr. Cragg. So, matagal na, Marlene Cragg na yung brand ko.
Mm.
Kaya, yung sinasabi mo na, sometimes it's not the way you dress up, but how
You carry yourself.
and how people know you.
Yeah.
That's why yung career mo, if you're known for something, and I've been known for skincare among the apps, and I'm known in being an anchor in radios, and I've been known in the school of my daughters as president. So sabi niya, very kwan yan.
Yeah.
Magaling yan.
Sa,
Di ba? Yun ang
sa-
sinasabi mong, it's more important na yung building your character and yung self-esteem mo na who you are.
yes, and in married life, it's what you bring to the table. That will improve your ability to save and plan for your future. Kasi kung yung one partner, yung one spouse, wala namang dinadala sa table, paano siya makakasave, di ba? That's why dual income families, they progress faster. Kasi there is a big difference in pooling resources. You achieve synergy. 1 plus 1 is equal to. But can you imagine if 1 plus 1 equals 11? Ang laking acceleration ng buhay mo. Then your ability to save for your future is also better. You can also live better.
True.
No?
Pero basta, ayoko pa rin yung dependency na paano yung common savings mo magagamit kasi nawalan siya ng trabaho.
Mm.
'Di ba? Tapos ikaw walang-wala din.
Mhm.
Then, either something happens to him and then ikaw naman sa aging years mo, wala kang savings.
Mm.
All the time na gusto mo magsimula ng kaunting business man lang or gusto mo mag-aral muli to upgrade yourself para makikipag-compete ka nowadays, needs money pa rin. And then you have to dress up kasi iba na ngayon ang damit. Everybody yung mga suit nga kahalata pag mumurahin eh.
Yun ang yun ang commentary ko sa karamihan eh. Pag umpisa kayo, you have a joint account. Pag naging progressive yung isa sa inyo, yung joint account nagiging individual accounts na. So nagtatago na for their future, and that is the beginning of the end.
No. Parang ang sabi ko nga, while you are single,
Well, you're single, that's
i-saving mo
okay.
tapos naka-invest na yon,
Oo.
'di ba?
O hindi naniniwala.
Hindi kasi sa mga babae kasi minsan iniiwanan
Alam mo
eh.
yung mga babae, sigurista yung mga yan eh. Gusto nila palagi may nakatago.
No, the reason I'm coming where I'm coming from, I'm sharing you this. So, I will spill out about my life. So, Mr. Krag, but I supported him. He only had one little house in Denmark and red yung savings niya kasi nga binayaran niya lahat.
Mhm.
And then, siyempre, yung tax, mahal doon sa Denmark, may double tax siya eh.
Mm.
And then, nung pumunta siya ng China, I supported him. beginning pa lang ng China doon, walang entertainment, everything. In-entertain ko lahat yung mga kwan nagigitara ko. So, I mean, nagdepend ako sa kanya. Pero not fully. I made my own kindergarten in China. So ako yung unang naging capitalist
Mm.
sa China. I rented the club's space and sabi na, and then nalaman na nila na I make so much money, tinaasan na rin ako, trinipol. But anyway, then I work for the company. But ito yun. So my husband gives me money a lot for Christmas, for Valentine's. So I could buy apartments. Pero sabi niya, no, spend that on your own and your family. Bring them out because our savings is already set.
Mhm.
So we have properties, sabi niya, worth billion. Kayo ng anak ko ni Christiana, you are set off. So enjoy your money. Enjoy the money I give you. That's for
Mhm.
you to spend on. Pero ano po nangyari? Kinuha yung aming property sa Denmark ng kapatid niya.
Mhm.
Kasi yung kapatid niya nakapangalan sa kanya kasi hindi siya resident ng Denmark. So hindi niya pwedeng sabihin lahat ng
Mhm.
properties niya. Otherwise, matax siya ng 60%.
Oo.
Pero the thing is, that sister, whose all our properties are under her name, at the brink of death, yung isang malditang kapatid, pinasignature po,
Mhm.
pinatamark in her dying bed, na lahat ng properties namin sa kanya binibigay.
Nawala.
So, the lesson there is, I believed. Kasi I saw all our properties. Sabi ko, I don't need, totoo nga naman, I don't need to save. So I shared it to my family. I bought a house for my mom. I bought things. Pero yung nag-invest sana ako sa mga apartments at mga properties, I would be a billionaire now on my
Yeah.
own investment. Pero the thing is, the lesson there, wag kayong mag-depend. Kahit sinabi ng asawa niyo, o sige lang, marami tayong pera. Kaya maniniwala, dapat may sarili kang pera.
Mhm.
Padamihin mo. Kung mayaman yung asawa mo, damihan mo ng damihan
Yung savings mo.
yung savings mo. Kasi you never know. Di ba? Palitan ka o may mangyari sa kanya o maraming maghahabol, hindi pala sa kanya yung properties o mga ganun. So, that's why I'm sharing you na I'm very giving that advocacy. Huwag kayong magdepende sa lalaki.
Huwag kayong
Maging
maniwala
independent.
ng basta-basta.
Di ba?
Ako kasi, when we got married, we pull everything together. Everything we have, we know that we will leave it to our children. And our children, we hope that they will take good care of whatever is left to them. Sa marriage kasi, wala akong plan B eh. Everything is together. And if you think that way, you you feel more secure that in the future, yung naipon mo, it will take care of your retirement at mayroon pang nakasave para sa mga pamilya mo, sa anak mo.
Correct. Yun ang part ng boundaries Yung
Mhm.
you be honest. Sabi mo, sigurista ako Sabi mo, alpha person ako Sabi
Oo.
mo, I've saved up. Huwag mo na rin sabihin na marami kang
Oo.
savings.
Mm.
Pero maganda yung alam niya na hindi ka dependent.
Mhm.
Na maski little bagay hinihingi mo pa.
Mhm.
O pag alam naman niya, independent. Tsaka maging active ka rin na sa maliliit na investment.
Mhm.
'Di ba? Kung may mga kaibigan ka na safe yung investment na bibili ka ng 10% share, di ikuan mo kasi passive earnings yun, importante. Kasi pag nasa age ka ng 40 to 60, you really have to think for your retirement age.
Mhm.
Kasi nga, yung health, mahal ang mga vitamins, mga supplements, pa-check up, tas andyan na yung whether you like it or not. Kasi inabuso natin mga katawan natin.
Yeah.
Andyan na yung mahina na yung liver nyo, mahina na yung puso nyo, mahina na yung lungs nyo.
Mm.
Di ba? Lalo na sa pollution
So
na to.
part of the preparation is to take good care of your health so that in later
course.
years, you don't need to spend for all those. But alam mo naman, aging is inevitable. And the consequences of getting old, alam naman natin, prone ka to getting sick. And then iwanan ka nung mga anak mo because they will have to build their own lives. You
Yeah.
will have to fend for yourself. So dapat clear yung priority mo in your old age.
At saka kung wala ka ng husband, kailangan mo nang mag-aasikaso sa yung maid in later years. So
Yes.
dapat nakasaving ka para may
Oo.
pang-sahod
Part
ka.
of the preparation is to make sure that you have enough support system. Meron kang mga kaibigan na tunay na kaibigan na nakakausap mo na in times of trouble, you can run to them. part of that preparation. You cannot build your network of friends when you're already old. You have to build your network while you're young and grow with them through the years so that habang tumatanda ka, you have common memories to recall, and that will not only prolong your life, but it will make your aging more enjoyable,
And more dignified
more dignified.
and at peace.
Yes.
Kaya that's why, lalo na ngayon, di ba, the new 60s is 40s.
Mhm.
Or the new 40s is 60s.
Mm.
Baliktad, no? So,
Mhm.
kunwari, I'm in my 60s now.
The new
Parang
60s is yung 40s.
40s.
Oo.
Or the
So,
new 40s is 60s. No, the new 60s is 40s.
you are 60 pero ang feeling mo 40 pala.
Hindi, yung health mo rin at saka
Yes.
yung mind mo.
Yeah.
Hindi gaya
Yung health mo kasi, you have to, as you get older, you have to focus on being well rather than just being healthy.
true.
Kasi you can never say. And it has to be more holistic yung ano mo, yung approach mo sa buhay, no?
So, yan nga. Since mapahaba-haba pa rin yung lifespan na ngayon kasi healthier na mga tao, conscious na, unlike ng mga panahon ng mga time na madali na lang mamatay nung earlier kasi hindi nila alam yung mga health and wellness, being well.
Mhm.
So, kailangan ng preparation para hindi tayo maging burden ng pamilya natin.
You know, MK, why you really need to prepare? Kasi dati, in the 1800s, ang lifespan mo at 32, patay ka na. In later years, your lifespan is getting longer and longer, not only because of the advances of medicine. Like my friend, I heard na binenta niya yung kanyang property to a friend. Sabi niya, habang buhay ka, libre yung rental mo dyan. 60 lang siya, no? Nabuhay siya until
Hanggang
100.
100.
So, libre siya for rental for 40 years. But isolated cases naman yan.
Correct.
But we have to realize that because of science
Reality.
and medicine, umahaba ang buhay natin. So, ang preparation stage, the resources required to prepare for that old age,
Financially.
is better. But
Correct.
hindi lang financially. Yung mga
Emotionally.
kaibigan mo,
Socially.
kung umaba ang buhay mo, they die ahead of you. Like
Wala
now,
ka ng kagrupo.
wala ka ng kagrupo, kumukonti ng kumukonti. Kaya ang preparation mo is mag-mentor ka ng mga bata para maging kaibigan mo.
That's why mga kaibigan ko, mga bata, si Narina, lahat ng barkada ko.
Ako, di ba, kaibigan mo?
Kaya nga, best friend ko is 30 years younger than me. Lahat ng mga friends ko ganun kababata. Tapos ikaw lang yung kaedad ko.
Kaya mas matanda ako sa'yo.
Pero, so, yung social connection, andun na tayo. Pero kasi yung loneliness is a killer. Pag wala na yung mga anak natin, lalo na nasa abroad, mag-isa ka na lang.
Oh, like ako, empty nesters kami. And my wife still works, I work. But we want to make sure that the connection is still there, that the physical presence is always there. That's part of the preparation. Can you imagine if you're in your 30s, in your 40s, you start being estranged to your spouse?
Minsan ganyan nangyayari.
Oh, paano pag 60 ka na, nag-iisa ka? You live in the same house, and that's terrible. Na hindi kayo nag-uusap, hindi kayo nagpapakialaman. That is not a good preparation for your old age. That is a killer.
So, magkakaroon tayo ng part 2 nito. So, ibalik natin. So, paano mag-prepare? I like it. Healthy. Start with healthy diet. Ngayon, ang dami na sa too much sugar, sa mga soft drinks ininom natin, mga fatty foods, mga ready-made na ino-order natin, hindi mo alam kung anong oil ang ginagamit. So, nagiging unhealthy naman yung mga tao ngayon. Even the heart attacks is coming earlier. Imagine 19 years old, 20 years old ba yon yung classmate ni Chrissy ni Zoe na heart attack.
According to studies, yung mga Japanese, they have the most number of centenarians. And part of the reason is nutrition.
Yeah.
Nutrition.
Okay. So, pag-usapan natin dito kasi less 5 minutes na tayo. So, healthy lifestyle, healthy diet, importante for preparing for aging. Tapos yung 30 minutes of movement. Dapat
physical
hindi
exercise.
sedentary. Exercise.
Yes, exercise.
Tapos, kahit
Keep
lukso-lukso lang, lakad-lakad konti lang, di ba?
Saka
And enough sleep. Diyan ako
Oh, yes.
kulang.
Yes.
Kasi pag tumatanda tayo, insomnia na tayo kasi ang
Yeah,
dami nating iniisip.
if you lack sleep, you will age faster.
That's how I did.
Mm.
Kasi I started to be in the timeline of Zoe. Kasi we shared the same room. Kasi para mas mura sa aircon.
Yes, yes.
So, kung matutulog siya, so sinasabayan ko rin siya. Kung anong type siya, ako rin nagta-type, nakikinig sa mga
So
news.
you miss the
Oo,
sleep.
but I should start. So annual check-ups, importante yon. Kasi tayo, you know what, I was shocked. I never went check-up for the last 3 years. Nung nagpa-check up ako last year, OMG.
Well, the consolation is you discover what's wrong when it's too late.
Di pa naman too late. At
Yeah.
buti na lang God loves me na I have,
Yeah, but I agree.
diba?
It's just like a car having a regular maintenance checkup. Ikaw pa, hindi ka naman machine. So you need to, I think when you're getting old, you need to at least once a year go on an executive checkup.
Correct.
More
Kasi,
frequent, the better.
lalo na kung yung lifestyle mo, kumakain ka lagi ng ready-made. Yung liver ko, sabi niya, fatty liver, nalaman ko. Tapos, pero pwedeng inuman pa, okay pa naman. Pero yung may kidney stones ako, ayan, umiinom din ako to break it. Tapos yung puso ko, may arrhythmia na pag hindi ko na-control yan, it can cause, how do you call this?
Oxygen shortage in the brain.
Stroke. Magkaka-stroke.
Yes.
So, annual check-ups importante, lalo na pag 40 na kayo towards 60.
Ako ang attitude ko dyan, leave that to the doctor to take care of you.
Yeah. Pero magpa-check up ka. And then
course.
brain exercises. Importante yon. Marami ng brain exercises. I-check nyo lang sa Google. You know, meron pa yung sa mga kamay, tapos yung may mga binabasa ka or do puzzles and all like that. It's all brain works.
So,
Pero,
sige, body
yan.
mind.
So yun yung mga practical preparations muna yung pag-usapan natin. Pero doon sa part 2, kailangan sasabihin natin kung paano ba financially, saan natin ilalagay yung pera.
Pera natin.
At saka yung mga other things that we should talk about na para hindi tayo burden.
Yeah, how do you prepare yourself financially?
Correct. Kasi without preparation, magiging burden tayo sa mga anak natin,
And
sa pamilya natin. At alam mo, it's so scary. Kasi minsan wala talaga sila pang care sa'yo.
yeah, I think that's the...
Kasi
Okay lang kung mayayaman yung mga anak mo, di ba? And
correct.
nag-invest ka sa kanila for them to improve their life, increase their earning capacity so that they can build a better life, probably better than yours. But there's nothing better than having financial independence, financial security yourself.
Gusto na nga ni Chrissy, mag-Danish citizen na ako para meron na akong home for the aged, may doktor ka na doon, may nurse ka na doon, ang ganda pa nung place mo, tapos fresh air pa.
Yes.
Kaya sayang, alam mo, and we'll talk about sana the government will put up more places for senior citizens na hindi na pinapakialaman ng mga anak na iniwanan na. You know, kasi kailangan natin yan. You know, kasi yung mga iba, they're just die. They have no insurance, wala silang pera, mamamatay na lang sila.
Yeah.
And that's it. Pero ang sama naman, di ba? Na the parents who took care of you. Anyway. So, ayan. So, last minute.
So, yung mga nakikinig sa atin, preparation is the key to a more stable, and enjoyable senior life.
Ayan.
Prepare yourself, your body and your mind and your spirit. And I think we are going into that portion where we get better preparation to enjoy a more fruitful
Correct.
aging life.
Correct. Okay, thanks again. Let's go for part 2. We will be having a part 2. So, in a nutshell, so let's start to focus on high impact habits and cut unnecessary spending and build
Agree.
strong relationships
Agree.
with the people you love most. Yeah, especially yung mga pamilya nyo kasi sila yung tutulong sa'yo pag nagkasakit ka. Right? And look for income boosters. Yan, pag-usapan natin since your economist cap. So, paano natin i-boost? Okay, Philippines, thank you. And this is your host, Marlene Craig. And
This is Dr. Conrad Pereira's bidding you temporarily
yes.
goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Philippines.
Kamusta ka? Bagong Pilipinas. Kamusta ka? Bagong Pilipinas. Ang talk show para sa OFW. Kwentong totoo.
Ayan, thank you so much para sa ating Buwagong Pilipinas studio. Ang ating tech director for today, Angelo Duremdes. Ang ating teleprompter, Joseph Achano. Ang ating guwapong cameraman, Jomer Esplana. And cameraman, Aljerico Bacuna. And of course, to our program directors, si Miss Alicia Avila and Miss Jillian Pascual. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.